Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sick again. I can't even believe it. It's been like a month, not even, since I was sick last, so I'm not enthused about it, but I did not want to miss today's upload, so I threw on some glowing makeup. We're gonna try to pretend that I look healthy so we can sit down and chat some beauty stuff. For those of you who are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. We are going to be chatting about some hair care. So for those of you who haven't been watching my videos for a long time, I used to have super ridiculously long hair and I chopped like almost 10 inches of it off back in March, and I've been absolutely loving having it be shorter. I actually think I'm probably due for a trim. I might want to go maybe like another inch or two the next time I get my hair cut. But yeah, it's definitely revitalized my love for styling and taking care of my hair, because I think I was just kind of ignoring it for a long time. I was letting it grow out, but I really hated styling it and it just looked kind of blah. And now I kind of enjoy it, and I wanted to share with you the products that I use to take care of my hair, what I have been enjoying, and some of the things that I'm a little less in love with that I've tried out, just in case you're curious to know. So as a little backstory on my hair, I do not color my hair at all. So the last time I probably did color my hair was honestly over a decade ago, and I have had many a haircut since then. So what is on my head is pretty much virgin hair. My scalp is naturally very oily, just like the rest of my face, and my hair is very, very straight. I have a lot of it, but it's quite fine in texture. So I usually struggle with my hair looking greasy. I struggle with my hair looking flat or limp or dull. So those are kinds of the things I'm usually trying to combat. I don't need anything to control frizz or to help with curl definition, because my hair literally cannot hold a curl to save its life. It has been easier for me to use a curling iron to like get some waves in my hair now, because it's shorter and it's not as heavy. But my hair, like if you tried to scrunch it with gel, like nothing happens. It just looks crazy because it literally does not have even an ounce of natural curl to it. So let's start off with what I've been using to wash my hair. Now, typically I try to wash my hair every other day. As I said before, my scalp is very oily. So I like to wash my hair every day if it's looking particularly grimy, but I try to stick to using all sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners, because I know, especially if I'm going to be washing my hair every day, I don't want to strip it. I want to be using as gentle of cleansers as possible. But honestly, I really do try to stretch it out to every other day and then like use dry shampoo in the in-between days just to kind of refresh things. So my go-to right now for shampoo and conditioner has been the Amika Normcore Signature Shampoo and Conditioner. I've been using this for the last couple of months. It smells incredible, like all Amika products do. They kind of have this strawberries and cream, vanilla-y, but with like a slight spicy note kind of thing going on. It's delicious. And this again is a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner duo. It's very, like, I would say hydrating on the hair without being heavy. The shampoo has a creamier consistency to it. It does get your hair really nice and clean, but it doesn't strip it at all. So I definitely enjoy using this kind of on the regular as my average everyday shampoo. Now I also just recently picked this up, so I've only tried it out maybe like 3 or 4 times at this point, but I have liked the way my hair has looked after I've used it. This is the Hask Coconut Water Weightless Volume Shampoo and Conditioner. So this again, sulfate-free, designed for people with very sort of limp, lifeless hair like myself, and it definitely gets your hair clean without weighing it down, without stripping it. It seems to be a really nice kind of, again, gentle everyday go-to shampoo and conditioner duo, and it's way more affordable than Amika. Amika, you're looking at, I think it's around $19 a bottle, and you only get 300 mils. This you get 355 mils per bottle, and I got mine at Bed Bath & Beyond for $5 each. So if you're looking for an affordable hair care, this Hask has been working out for me pretty well so far. I also have really enjoyed the Maui Moisture shampoos and conditioners and the Pacifica shampoos and conditioners. So depending on your price range, if you're looking for sulfate-free, those would be my top recommendations. Now I would say maybe like once a week or every other shampoo, I have been using this Botany Activated Charcoal Shampoo. I had this weird phase for a little while there. I don't know what was up where I was experiencing dandruff, and that's not something I ever normally have a problem with. It was kind of around the change of the seasons. I don't know, my skin was just feeling wacky. So this made a huge difference for me because charcoal is really detoxifying, and I find that this, again, it does not strip your hair at all. It actually leaves it really like bouncy and hydrated, but it's not heavy. It's a really, really cool product. And this, you get 16 fluid ounces or 473 milliliters, and it retails for $17, which I think is such a great value. I had really wanted to pick up the Briogeo charcoal shampoo, but that one's like $40. So if you're looking for something that's way more affordable, I would definitely recommend checking out this Brooklyn Botany one. Basically, it's got argan oil, avocado oil, jojoba oil, camellia seed oil, a whole bunch of other good, like, hydrating, nourishing ingredients in there, along with the charcoal and the cleansing agents, and it just does wonders. My scalp definitely got really rebalanced. I liked using this a lot. The only thing is this is literally black shampoo. Like, it's like a thick black, kind of almost like a tarry looking substance. So when, you know, it lathers up real nice in your hair, but it makes like the suds gray, and it will rinse out black in your shower. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's a little bit more messy, but as a charcoal treatment, if your scalp is dealing with any kind of dandruff, itchiness, irritation, you may want to give this a try because I think it works wonderfully. Now, the other hair like treatment product, I honestly don't use this as much now that my hair is shorter because I have less ends to condition. When my hair was really long, leave-in conditioning treatments and like hair masks and things like that were super, super important to me. A couple of my favorite hair masks to use in the shower, like you put this on, let it sit in your hair for 5 to 10 minutes and then rinse it out, are the Amika Soulfood Nourishing Mask. Again, this one that smells like the shampoo and conditioner. It's delicious and it's super, super hydrating for your hair. This one does have silicone in it though, so if you're looking for something silicone free that's a little bit more lightweight, I really like the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This one has a more fresh scent. It's a little less perfumey if fragrance bothers you. And again, no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, so I find this to be a little bit lighter in the hair. So this is something I'd actually be more likely to use now that my hair is shorter, because the Amika one, I feel like it's a little heavy with my hair being this short. It's something that I only maybe would use if I was feeling like my hair was really, really dried out, maybe after like a beach day or something, my hair was in the sun or it was in the pool and it's like feeling kind of straw-like, then maybe I want to slather this on to like rehabilitate my hair. But for regular weekly use, I think with the shorter hair, the Briogeo one has been my go-to. So then I have all my hair styling products. This is everything I use out of the shower. So a couple things that I have been loving for the last like 6 months or so are from Briogeo. Their Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. This I can feel is like almost empty. I had a sample, bought the full size, and I've pretty much gone through this entire bottle. This is really, really great if you have fine hair, but you want to be able to detangle it easy. You want it to be like nice and shiny and smooth, because it doesn't have, again, any silicones in it, so it's not heavy on the hair. It just adds a little bit of hydration, adds that moisture and that slip, so when you're brushing it out, it doesn't get tangled as easily, it doesn't break as easily. I really enjoy it, and I actually typically will brush out my damp hair with my wet brush. This is like the holy grail. This thing changed my life, basically. If you don't own a wet brush, they are so great. Tangle Teaser wet brush, similar kind of deal, but basically it's a brush that's designed for combing out your damp hair. I wouldn't ever really brush out soaking wet hair because it's very prone to damage. You want to let your hair towel dry, air dry a little bit, get most of the moisture out, and then brush it out, and you'll be less likely to damage it. But this is just a way gentler kind of tool to detangle, brush out your hair before you style it. The other product I really like from Briogeo is their Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Cream. This, again, it's not too heavy. You could throw it in your hair. It helps it to be a little bit more shiny, bouncy, lively, and I like that it protects it from heat styling. If I'm going to curl my hair, I definitely would put this in before I blow dry it, so that way it gives my hair a little bit of extra heat protection. If I'm blow drying it, which I don't blow dry my hair every single day, but I've been doing it a lot more lately, I do normally use this, or I'll use the Not Your Mother's Deja Voodoo Style Extender. This smells amazing. It's red apples and berries, and it legitimately smells just like that. Very, very fruity and fresh. This is supposed to basically extend the life of your style. So it's supposed to keep your hair looking cleaner, longer. It's supposed to help curls or whatever straightening you do to your hair in longer, so it kind of extends the life of your style so you don't have to wash your hair again as frequently. And I do actually feel like this does help a little bit. So if I style my hair, I blow dry it, I curl it today, and I had put this in when it was damp, usually the next day my hair doesn't look quite as greasy as quickly, and I can definitely make it through a full day without needing to wash my hair again. So these I really enjoy. Again, this is drugstore pricing, very affordable, under $10. This is more like the 20-something dollar range. So depending on your price point, here's a couple of options for you. And then with my hair being lifeless as all heck, I do usually like to put some kind of volumizing agent in my hair before I heat style it or blow dry it to like give it some life. Now, I've been using the Maui Moisture Thicken and Restore Bamboo Fibers Blowout Mist for a while. I'm like halfway done with this bottle, and I like it, but I don't love it. Again, this is silicone free, which is nice. It's very, very lightweight in the hair. I just don't feel like this does a lot. Like, this will add a little bit of something to my hair. It definitely adds a little bit of volume, but it is not going to create like really amplified, thick looking hair. I would say if I want my hair to look really, really volumized, the Wella Root Shoot, this mousse will really give my roots a ton of lift. So like if I want my hair to be big, I will spray this into the roots and massage it in, and it definitely adds a ton of volume to my hair. This is just very, very lightweight. I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase it. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm gonna try to use it up, but it's not really my favorite. And then I just recently got this with the Hask shampoo and conditioner that I picked up. This is the Hawaiian Sea Salt Making Waves Texture Spray. I actually used this in my hair today, and this truly is, it smells exactly like the ocean. It has that kind of salty scent to it, like ocean water, which is kind of cool. It's not really like a coconutty beachy scent, so if you don't like coconut, you actually might really like this. And this definitely makes your hair feel like you've been at the beach. Like, it kind of gives it that salty grit to it that feels almost like a teeny bit dirty. So I could see some people may really not like this, but if you want that very beachy kind of texture to your hair, you may actually really like this a lot. And I think you can either put this in and kind of like scrunch it and air dry it, or you can blow dry it, which is what I did. And I do feel like it definitely adds a little bit of grit and like texture to my hair. Something else I've tried that I know people have asked me about before, and that I don't, again, hate, but I don't love, is the Bumble & Bumble Don't Blow It Hair Styler. So I got this last summer when I was air drying my hair a lot, hoping that it would make my air dried hair look better. And I just don't really feel like this does very much with my hair being really straight. I think if you're someone that has a natural little bit of a wave and you put this into your hair, it would kind of like add a little bit of definition to your waves and kind of give you that piecey, beachy vibe kind of look without making your hair feel crunchy or sticky or heavy. I just feel like since I don't really have any natural texture in my hair, I didn't really notice that this did much of a difference for me. And then the last couple of like pre-heat styling products that I have been using and testing out are the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Tea Tree Scalp Treatment. I got this when I was having that whole dandruff issue, and honestly, I don't think this made a huge difference. I think the charcoal shampoo worked a lot better for me, and this is very expensive. Again, upwards of $30. I will, of course, try to use it up since I bought it. I'm like a third of the way through the bottle, but I would say if you're dealing with scalp issues, the Brooklyn Botany is definitely the way to go. And then this is something I loved when I had longer hair. This is the Eva NYC Get Glossed Hair Serum. This basically is a serum for your hair, and you put it in the ends, and it's very, very smoothing. It makes your hair really, really shiny and silky, and it smells delicious. The Eva NYC products smell almost identical to the Amika ones, and I honestly think they're owned by the same parent company. I don't know that 100%, but I'm pretty sure that they are. So I'm not surprised that they're very similar. Eva NYC is a more like drugstore priced brand. So if you like Amika, but it's out of your budget, the Eva NYC stuff is very, very similar for like half the price. This product I do. I really, really liked that when I had long hair, because of when I had really long ends, they tended to get dry while my scalp was still really oily. So this definitely kind of smoothed out everything and made my hair look really nice. So if you've got long hair, curly hair, or you just want to like control frizz and whatnot, I think this is a great product. Now when it comes to tools, like what I actually use to heat style my hair, I have the Dry Bar Baby Buttercup Blow Dryer. I got this using my Ulta points, so I basically got it for free, but this is a $130 blow dryer, and it's a travel dryer, so the handle collapses in on itself, which is really cool. This little nozzle attachment you can take on and off. And to be honest, I felt like, yes, this is supposed to be a travel dryer, but if I was gonna spend 130 bucks on a blow dryer, I might as well just use it. It's really nice, gets your hair dry pretty quickly. It doesn't make my hair frizzy or anything like that, so I've been really enjoying this. Also, it's yellow and it's adorable, and I like the fact that when I do need to travel, I can just fold it up. It has its own little carrying bag, and I can throw it in my suitcase really easily. So this is my curling iron, which honestly I had not used like at all in the longest time, and then when I cut my hair and I wanted to be able to style it, I kind of whipped it back out again. But this thing is a little ancient. It's the Conair Infinity Pro, and I think it's like a 1-inch curling iron. Honestly, it's nothing really special. It gets the job done, but I would love to invest in a nicer curling iron. So if you guys have one that you recommend that's your personal favorite, let me know in the comments down below, because I am currently collecting recommendations on a new curling iron. And then there are the products that I put in my hair after I have blow dried it and heat styled it to lock in my style, to add a little bit of extra texture. As you might have guessed, I am obsessed with dry texturizing sprays. They are so amazing to like revitalize my hair, especially later in the day. Like if I style it in the morning, by the evening it might be a little flat, so I'll add some texturizing spray to kind of give my hair a little bit of lift. Now I of course have tried the Orbe dry texturizing spray, and this stuff is really beautiful. It does make your hair look amazing, but it is $40 flippin'. So I am not going to be running out and repurchasing this anytime soon. I'm like really at the bottom of the can here. I don't have a lot left, but there are so many other sprays that work really well. I don't think I could justify repurchasing this anytime soon. One of my favorites though has been the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast. This one is amazing. This really does add some serious lift to your hair, and it's not too sticky or too gritty. It also smells really fresh and really clean, which I think a lot of people will like, especially if they don't like, again, sweet or perfumey fragrances. So this has been a go-to. This is the travel size can. I've gone through a couple of these already, and I love throwing these in my purse so I can kind of like touch up my hair on the go. Another really good one is the IGK Beach Club Texture Spray. This one smells like a coconut paradise heaven. It's delicious, it's amazing, and again, it really does kind of give you that beachy, tousled, piecey look to your hair. This one has a little bit more stick to it than the Living Proof, but I really like this when my hair is in waves, because I feel like it just kind of gives it more of that tousled bedhead kind of a look. And then there is the Dry Bar Triple Sec 3-in-1 spray. This one's basically like a dry shampoo and dry texturizing spray had a baby. I love the way that Dry Bar products smell. Again, something a little bit polarizing. You either love it or you hate it because it's a little bit perfumey, but I actually really, really love the way Dry Bar products smell. So this again kind of refreshes your hair, adds texture, adds volume. This one's really great for me on second day hair because again, it kind of acts as like a dry shampoo and a texturizing spray in one. Speaking of dry shampoo, I do have a few of my favorites to tell you about. The Derma E dry shampoo is probably the one I use the most, and this one's really cool because it's not aerosol. It is a powder that's in this little kind of spouty bottle thing, so you basically just kind of pour it right directly onto your roots and massage it into your hair. Way more environmentally friendly than an aerosol can, so if that's something you are into, you may want to check this out. I also find that it really does absorb oil in your hair way better than almost anything else because it really does get in at the roots. Sometimes I feel like when you're spraying dry shampoo into your hair, you get a lot more of the dry shampoo on the actual hair itself and not really on the scalp where you might be oily. This you can really get in there and it will soak up all the oil and it gives your hair a lot of life and a lot of body. It is white, but it does blend in. You kind of have to work it into the hair if your hair is dark like mine, but if you massage it in, brush it out, the white cast pretty much goes away. So this has definitely been like a game changer trying to get myself to not wash my hair every day. I'm pretty much always able to with this. And then for your more traditional dry shampoos, I've actually been really liking the Love Beauty and Planet Juicy Grapefruit Volume and Bounty Dry Shampoo. This says Day 2 Dry Shampoo, Body and Strength for Fine Hair. So this smells delicious. It's very citrusy and fruity. I really love the scent. And this also does spray on white, but it doesn't really last very long. It kind of brushes out really easily, so I don't mind it at all. And it does really refresh the hair nicely. It helps to add some lift. This one, I feel like if my hair is looking a little bit greasy towards the end of the day, really refreshes it nicely. Also is really great for second day hair, or sometimes I'll go in with like the Derma E in the morning, and then later on in the day I'll use a little bit of this to kind of refresh again if my hair is looking a little lifeless or a little bit greasy. So this one is like less than $10 at the drugstore. Pretty awesome. And then of course the classic. I can't do a video about hair and not talk about Batiste. The Batiste dry shampoo is heavy duty. Like if you have very greasy hair and nothing works for you, Batiste, I feel like, is where it's at. The scents are very strong, so if you get a headache with fragrance, you might want to be careful because a lot of Batiste dry shampoos have a very strong scent to them. They also have very strong white cast to them. But man, they will soak up all of the oil out of your hair. So if you are someone that struggles with a dry shampoo and you haven't tried Batiste yet, it's a good one. We have a visitor. Do you want to come say hello? Hi. Hello. This is Miss Mia. Mia's coming to visit us today. I think she is getting annoyed with the fact that I'm not paying attention to her because I'm paying too much attention to the camera. Right? Anyway, so that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Hopefully it was helpful to see some of my favorite hair care products and the things that I've been testing out that I haven't been loving that much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I always really appreciate your support. And again, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you want to see more of my videos in the future, I hope you will click that button before you go. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I also started a new series on Sundays where I'm doing some cool life coaching stuff. So if you want a little dose of positivity to kick off your week, you might want to come back and check that out. And in the meantime, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Bye.